Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Shadowgate Classic. When last we left off, we'd found the banquet hall and there were 3 doors leading off from it. We've explored 2 of the doorways in the various rooms beyond. At the end of one of the doorways in the rooms, we found the blade, and at the end of the other, we found a talisman. And there have been a few other items along the way, and a clue for a later puzzle. One question before we move on: why does the Warlock Lord have all of the items here that would pretty much spell his doom if somebody came along, assembled them, and used them against him? The answer is that I'm pretty sure he knew we would be coming, and that he put these items here as opposed to outside his sphere of influence, outside the castle, so that he could better guard them himself. That said, we're pretty much doing a good job of assembling what we are getting, and the Warlock Lord isn't doing a very good job of stopping us. Maybe the ritual for summoning behemoths is a very long and drawn-out process that you can't just put on hiatus for 5 minutes while you zap an interloper. Let's move in to this room. It's a passageway with 2 arches, and we're going left. From this windy ledge, you can get an idea of the size and strength of the castle. That lightning is not going to kill you, but it's very important. The sky foretells the coming of a great storm. This appears to be a mount of some sort, perhaps for a flagpole. When I first played this game, I thought that when I got to this point that the lightning would in fact kill you. But it can't. It won't ever kill you. Let's go this way. Green lightning! Lightning lights up the countryside as you stand on a lookout point. There are a few items here. There's this canvas pouch that looks to be quite light. Close inspection reveals some druidic script on it. There's also this. It's a pot of gold. The leprechaun must have skipped town. But of course, while we're here, let's jump off the ledge! You can't do that. You can't do that either, but you can do... Oh, wait. Where is it? There's a particular point. One point where you can just throw yourself off. Not there, not there. There! With a cry, you jump to your death. It's very particular at which point you can throw yourself off the ledge and get yourself killed. It takes only a couple of seconds before you hit the bottom with a thud. Remember that thud for the next time we try something here. We're dead. Again. It's a sad thing, but your adventures have ended here. Indeed it is. But we shall persevere. We've been put back here. Let's go. We're going to try and grab some of these items. And of course, we're going to take that pot of gold. All the gold that we need to pay the troll, right? Wrong. As you move the pot, you realise that you have fallen for the oldest trick in the book. You suddenly find yourself knee-deep in the moat. The moat that we didn't fall into when we just threw ourselves off the edge. Maybe we threw ourselves off, far enough so that, we didn't hit the moat. It seems that the alligators really enjoy your company. I think what you actually mean by that game is that the alligators ate us. And what a surprise! We are dead. Again. It's a sad thing that your adventures have ended here. That's the only other way you can die on that screen, apart from, using the sword, or a torch, or drinking the potion that will kill you. What we need to do now is we need to open up this bag. We don't necessarily need to take it, but we need to open it. There are 3 coins and a big coin. It is a large gold coin with a well engraved on it. Okay. This coin has a mark on it that looks like a human skull. Very important that it has the human skull there on it. These are all important items, and we shall take all of them. More gold coins than you need, if memory serves. There's actually nothing else we need here, but there's something we need here. Remember that there was that mount for a flagpole? We could use an item here, maybe to attract the lightning. Now, if I remember, there is a rod that we got. What do we use the rod on? This. Suddenly, the sky seems to be on fire as a bolt of pure lightning strikes the rod. You are startled to see a skeletal hand rise from a hole that has formed at your feet. Ah, there is an item here. It's a wand of sorts. Carved on the side of the wand is a small picture of a serpent. Thank you, strange hand that was summoned by lightning. We shall take this wand. As you take the wand from the skeletal hand, it begins to descend. The hole then closes up, as if it had never been. Goodbye, hand. We have a wand. I hope you like backtracking. We're about to do a lot of backtracking. We've been waiting specifically to get this wand. Do you remember that, bridge? The very shabby bridge with the snake motif? We need to go all the way back to there. Because that's what the wand was for. And there is a dead Cyclops. And here is a bridge that we're going to have to pass again. I mean, we could try the coins. I don't think they're going to work, though. Now, where do we need to go? I think actually going down here is faster. Because now we have the rope, we can just do that. Nope, one more. And here. We have arrived at the bridge. It was a long time ago since we were here. However, we need to go over into that area there. Remember the potions that were extremely light? Like this one? There we go. It's impossibly light. We're going to use this potion on ourselves. This potion is safe to drink. You drink the liquid and immediately begin to rise in the air. Well, now we're light enough to go into here. A giant snake confronts you in this small cave. Well, that's no good. Let's look at it. It's a giant snake. It doesn't move. Perhaps it's getting ready to strike. You wait for the creature to kill you, but it still has yet to move. Upon closer inspection, you laugh at your foolishness. It's only a statue. Let's use the wand on this, because that's what you need to do, and quite quickly too. Because that potion's going to run out at some point. The snake begins to shake and shudder. Is it just your eyes, or is it shrinking? The serpentine statue begins to change. It grows smaller and smaller. It dematerializes and forms anew as a staff of tremendous beauty. We want that staff. Druidic script winds its way around this staff. You can feel power emanating from it. Let's take it! And let's go, before that potion runs out. Aha! Suddenly, you feel heavier than you did only a moment ago. Yeah, that was a close call there. We didn't want to stay there for too long, otherwise we'd have tried to walk out, and we'd have died horribly. We're going to have to head back now. We could try those coins while we're at it on the troll. The troll might accept them. Let's, have a try, shall we? There's only one way to find out, and that's to head this way. And a save, and while we're at it, there's a potion we haven't drunk yet. We should try drinking that potion. I mean, what's the worst that could happen, eh? I think it was potion number 3 that we haven't drunk. Let's give it a go. What do you want to use this for? Glug. You swallow the viscous liquid. It's like drinking tar. It didn't, however, although it seems like the timing was terrible, it didn't actually set that off. Let's go and light a torch, shall we? There we go. Crisis averted. Let's move forward. Hello! The troll says you must pay a toll of 1 gold coin. Well, we have a gold coin now. Why don't we just give that to you? Sorry about, throwing the spear at your face. We have a gold coin now. Would you like it? The troll says that the toll has been changed to 2 gold coins. Alright, we have a second one. And this time they're not copper or brass. Have the gold! The troll says, I've changed my mind. I won't let you cross my bridge after all. Thud. The troll then picks up the bridge, causing you to fall into the chasm. You can't pay the troll. Well, you can, but it will just lead to you dying. Again. The Grim Reaper stands below once more, waiting to catch you. Grim Reaper's probably just hanging around here at this point, waiting for us to fall. It's a sad thing that your adventures have ended here. You cannot, in fact, pass the troll that way. There is only one way you can pass the troll, and that is to use a spell. We need to pay a gold coin. We need to use our torch really desperately because we may run out. That's okay. We'll very quickly do that. Now that we're not going to die, let's use that spell, shall we? Let us speak the spell. I believe it is, is it Mortari I think we want? No, it's Humana, isn't it? The spell was chanted, Humana. As soon as the magic is invoked, you lose sight of yourself. You're as invisible as the wind. The castle Shadowgate looms before you. It allows you to get past the troll without any problems. Why the troll doesn't just pick up the bridge when he sees that you've turned invisible is another question. But we'll move on to this room to the right here that we haven't been to yet. You're in a small throne room. A skeleton wearing a gold crown sits on a throne in front of you. Let's have a look at this, shall we? In the centre of the pillar is a carving of a sword. Sir Dugan's royal seal is carved on the stone pillar in vivid colours. Although he looks dead enough, this royal skeleton sends shivers down your spine. There seems to be something in his hand. Although he looks dead enough indeed, there's something in his hand. Let's look at his hand, shall we? Nope, he's not going to reveal anything yet. Let's look at the crown. Can we look at the crown? No, we cannot look at the crown separately. What we must do now is look at this carpet. Nope, it's just the royal throne room. Let's save here, because I imagine we could try and do some silly things that might get us into trouble. You can't take it. Indeed you can't. There is something we need to actually give here. There is a scepter. And it's a pretty important scepter. Let's hand over that scepter, shall we? And the ring. The ring is actually very important because we need to hand the ring over to this skeleton. It's a ring set with a large black sapphire. Well, we need to use the ring on the skeleton here. There we go. Or is it the hand you need to use it on? Or is it this hand you need to use it on? Or is it, in fact, the scepter I need to use first? We need to find that scepter. Where is it? We picked it up a while ago. There it is! Use the scepter on the king. Aha! As soon as you give the scepter to the skeleton, the seal on the pillar lowers. You can now see a ring-shaped hole. So I was right about using the ring, just not right about using it on the king. You need to use this ring here. Oh, the flute doesn't do anything except make that tune. We need to use the ring on the hole. There we go. The ring fits perfectly. The throne magically rises, revealing a secret passageway. Let's go. We're actually now into the final parts of the game here. This is the end game. Let's go. This hallway is made of large granite slabs. First thing we're going to do is take all these torches. We now have 11 torches. We have 12 torches. We have 15 spare torches. Remember how I said that the time limit here was very generous? Well, I suppose we have 15 in the sense that we have one to the right. We actually only have 14 spare torches. I believe we can move this way back. Yes, we can. There is no point at this game where you actually will genuinely get stuck. Not yet, anyway. It's a stone passageway. Let's have a look around, shall we? You seem to be wasting your time. It's very dark. It's a doorway. Well, clearly what we need to do is we need to examine the side entrance first, rather than going straight ahead. Surely it'll be good, right? Wrong. Without thinking, you jump through the opening and immediately hear a loud click. Suddenly, the granite slab above you gives way and crushes you beneath it. It breaks every bone in your body. Surprise, surprise! We are dead. Again. It's a sad thing that your adventures have ended here. don't go left. The only way that you should go is straight on. We don't need to grab any of those torches. Excellent, because I think we left the room and then came back. Let's head forward, shall we? Onward! On the opposite wall there are a pair of stone beasts guarding a dark archway. I believe in the NES cover of this game, it's one of these stone beasts that's on the front box. Let's have a look at them, shall we? The stone statue is some 3.5 feet tall and ugly as all heck. It is very cold to the touch. Do we actually touch that? Let's go this way first. Sulphurous fumes rise from the hot, molten lava some 30 feet below you. Swimming would not be wise. It may not be wise, but it is what we are going to do anyway. Because if there is a silly death, we shall seize it! Shouting a battle cry, I've no idea who you're fighting here. You catapult yourself off of the platform. You are a brave warrior, but stupid. Your body explodes as you plunge into the lava. We are dead. Again. It's a sad thing that your adventures have ended here. Let's not throw ourselves into lava, shall we? That seems like a very, very poor idea. Hello again. How are you, statue that we really need to move? Let's have a look at this statue. This huge statue is made of precious metals. It holds a basin of smouldering coals. Well, why not just move past it? Good plan. Ah, because there is no actual way to get past, that's why. And it gets you horribly killed as you burn in the lava. We are dead. Again. It's a sad thing that your adventures have ended here. Let's not throw ourselves into lava, even if we're trying to actually get somewhere by doing so. Remember that there was a spell that we were given? A spell that would allow us to make a bridge? This is where we start using all those spells. I believe the spell was Motari. Oh, that's not the right button at all. Let's use Motari here. The spell was chanted. Motari! The statue lowers and a large platform rises out of the lava. You now have a way across. And now we can get past without dying horribly. Puzzle solved! With magic! Stalagmites surround this room like the cavernous jaws of a huge beast. Ah, there are a few things that we need to do here. One of these things that we need to do here is to save. The main reason we need to save is because we most certainly do not. You'll notice that this is slowed a little here. I'm not quite sure why this is slowed, but it has slowed. Let's have a look at everything here. I'm actually no idea why this is slowed down. Let's have a look. It's a strong looking metal cylinder. It looks like a large, very deep pit. It's a finely crafted wooden handle. I think the reason that there are 3 handles here, side by side. I think the reason it's slowed down is because this is a very specific puzzle. The first thing we need to do is obviously speak down this hole. Hello! What you expected hasn't happened. Well, clearly what we need to do is we need to go down the hole, don't we? Nope. You woke the sleeping guard from his beauty sleep. He decides to eat you for breakfast. We are dead. Again. It's a sad thing that your adventures have ended here. I'm pretty sure if you get the switch puzzle wrong, the same thing will happen. Yeah, this is much faster in here. I think it must just be that room. But we actually have to use these switches in the correct order. And we found that correct order in the actual room with the, found that with the correct room. You know the Sphinx? What I'm trying to say there by completely garbling my words is the room with the Sphinx. On the wall, by the stairs, was the solution to this puzzle. But let's get it wrong first. Why not? Let's use these completely and utterly wrong. We'll just pull, I don't know, this one. Is it use? There we go. That one lowered, and this one lowered. Nothing happened. The levers returned to their original position. Alright, let's just do it again. This way, that way, and this way. Nothing happened. Well, nothing seems to be happening by doing this. What if we were to do this correctly, though? What if we were to do this right? We could play the flute. Oh, that seems like a brilliant idea, considering there's something here that's asleep. Let's do that, shall we? Use the flute. Nothing happens, though. And when we come back, folks, we shall indeed do the right combination here, because using the wrong combination really isn't helping us. It's just basically spending time that the torches could be, they're burning down very slowly. So, I'll catch you next time, folks. For when we come back, we'll use the correct combination. And I'll see you then. Later.